Well, dozens of overnight summer camps in Arizona are gearing up for 3 months of classes, arts and crafts, marshmallows, and outdoor adventures, and many camps are still actively enrolling kids.
That's right, but did you know that Arizona does not require background checks of staff members charged with taking care of your kids? Joe Dana explains why and what parents can do to make sure that their kids are safe while they're away.
Some states require background checks of overnight counselors and staff. Arizona lawmakers haven't considered making it a law, at least in recent memory. That means the responsibility is on individual camps and parents.
This time of year is crazy.
The stage is set at one of the state's most popular overnight campsites.
We're recruiting staff, we're getting all of our supplies ordered.
Camp Geronimo in Payson, mostly quiet over the weekend, is one of 3 destinations where more than 4,000 scouts will attend summer camp.
So this is the National Camp Accreditation Program.
The scouts meet rigorous national standards for fingerprint and background checks, along with other benchmarks. Scout staff spend a full week training up here before the first scout arrives.
So everything from sexual harassment, youth protection training, even to weather hazard safety.
But camps develop their own standards.
They vary. There's some really big camps that have been the forerunners of prevention education, and there are some that frankly don't pay much attention to it.
Incidents in recent years should serve as warnings to parents. In 2008, counselor Mark Johnston at a Peoria summer camp was arrested for molesting 3 girls when they were isolated on bus rides. In 2012, Buckeye Camp counselor Douglas Cherry pleaded guilty to sexual conduct with a 3rd-grade girl. And in 2014, a Scottsdale church volunteer, Christian Tercios, pleaded guilty to molestation and assault, charged with abusing 2 boys at summer camp. But here's the thing, all 3 abusers had clean backgrounds entering camp. That's why Daphne Young of Child Help says it's not just about background checks. Here are 3 questions parents can ask.
You want to make sure that there are 2 counselors per bunk.
Also, ask about additional supervision.
And that includes the camp doctor, making sure there's a nurse in the room, making sure there's another adult authority figure.
And how the camp trains counselors and kids.
And we teach the scouts themselves protective techniques like the buddy system. You don't go anywhere in camp without at least one buddy.
And if you're wondering how to find out if your camp does background checks, one tool is at the American Camp Association website. I'm Joe Dana, 12 News.